Now, boxing fans want to see you versus Terence Crawford. Is that going to happen?
Well, it could happen. It could happen eventually.
2020, 2020?
It could happen in 2020.
What is your message to Errol Spence?
Man, I just tell him, take off them panties and pull his pants up and sign a contract.
He's running out of opponents to fight, so it is what it is.
Is it something, let me ask you, is it something that you still care about in the future?
We should see.
I think that fight definitely happen. I think that fight has to happen, especially for our, legacy.
What can fans expect once you actually get in the ring?
Yes, fireworks.
Everybody wants to see both guys. Hey, that's a fight where we say, look, you're a champ, I'm a champ. It's 50-50. Let's make it happen.
It has to happen. It has to happen. If it doesn't happen, that'd be a big black eye for boxing.
We must take that fight and let that fight build, and then down the line, let that fight happen.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike Babcock, Mojo Mutati. Mojo, I'm on vacation, but you don't often say when you're on vacation that you wish you were somewhere else, but that is exactly how I am feeling right now, brother, because the fight that we have been talking about, Mojo, for years, those clips that we just watched go back to 2020. We've been talking about this fight for even longer, and now, Mojo, we are just days away from Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, undefeated, both champions, both legends. If they hang up the boxing gloves today, Mojo, and they walk away and say, I'm never spending another second in the ring, these two men are legends. But we are about to find out who is the absolute king. Yes, because Mojo, after all of these years of talking, and we are literally about to find out. We know you're both great, you're both legends, but who is the king, Mojo? That's what we're about to find out. We actually had a chance to speak with both fighters this week, just days before they do battle in Las Vegas, Mojo. Both guys, shocker, think they're going to win. Here's Errol and here's Bud.
The magnitude it got with me, it been got to me, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. Maybe more motivated, more hungry. I can't wait just to show everybody why I am not the best 147-pounder in the world, but I'm the best fighter in the world, period.
Do you believe like that, the talk that this is like the biggest fight in some time?
Definitely, I definitely believe that. This is a fight that everybody been wanting. You got two the greatest fighters of this era going head to head with each other, and it's gonna be a great night of boxing Saturday.
It took a while for me and Terence to happen, but it's happening at a great moment right now. We're fighting for all the marbles. He's undefeated, I'm undefeated. I think it's gonna be a great fight, great showing, and we definitely gonna get the people their money worth on Showtime pay-per-view.
I'm excited to be a part of this fight, this mega fight. So yeah, man, I'm happy that boxing is getting the fights that everybody want to see, and it's gonna be great for boxing in the future.
Mojo, a lot of times when you talk about these fights for years and years and years, the guys sometimes they're out of their primes by the time they actually fight, but not the case here. You actually are in a unique position where we've talked about this fight. The buildup has been incredible, but both guys are still very much in their prime, and this is absolutely a legacy building performance for both of these guys. Some of these fights you talk about years and years later. I mean, look at some of the most famous fights that we've ever had. I think this has the opportunity, the possibility to actually be one of those fights that you talk about 30 years from now.
Oh, absolutely, Babcock. And if you're not hyped after all that, baby, check the pulse, because you might not be with us anymore. I mean, you said it, bro. This is a generational fight. It's almost bigger than boxing as a whole. This is going to be something that we're talking about for years to come. I mean, these two fighters have a combined record of 67-0 with 52 knockouts. I mean, that right there says it all, because somebody's has got to go. And anytime you can have a fight like that this far into the game, oh my goodness, the people are going to turn up to see this one. Now, finally, Showtime Boxing is giving it to us all, and the timing could not be better. Brother, this is going to be fireworks. It's all going down in Vegas. I can't wait, man. This is going to be a huge, massive weekend.
Mojo, I think that's a great point, because if you look at what Showtime's been doing with boxing, I mean, talk about being the king. You know, Errol Spence or Bud will be the king Saturday night, but Showtime right now, they are the king of boxing. Terence Crawford, go back a few months ago, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. I mean, they are quite literally putting on some of the biggest fights, not just the month, the year. No, I mean, they are putting on some of the biggest fights that we have seen in decades. And I think there has really been a change within boxing. A lot of times we've seen these undefeated stars be content to fight lesser opponents and to cash the checks and not actually test themselves against the other guy who might be the best. But that's all gone. Ryan Garcia, he lost, but he put it on the line. And that's exactly what Terence and Errol are going to do this weekend. And, you know, look, barring something crazy like a draw, you're right, Mojo, somebody's O is going to go. And the fact that both of these guys have the you-know-what to put their undefeated records on the line, to build that legacy, it is quite literally as good as it gets. Mojo, you said, you know, check your pulse if you're not into this. If you're not into this, then I've got news for you. You're not a boxing fan and you don't really like combat sports, because it literally does not get any better than this. The winner will literally become the first undisputed welterweight champion to hold all four belts. All four belts are on the line Saturday night. It's a fight made in boxing, like dream world. Again, Mojo, I think this has the opportunity to be an event that we literally talk about 20, 30 years down the line. Don't catch yourself doing anything else Saturday night. Don't miss this fight. In fact, if you want to buy it, easy as can be, go to showtime.com/pay-per-view. Buy the fight. Do not miss this. It's going to be great.